Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, we haven't touched back on this series in a long ass time, so I'm pretty much going to get into this. After the cavalry battle, Izuku and Alice decide to spend the rest of their time together until the one-on-one mock battles begins. After a few moments, sorry, after a few months after they started to talk to each other, the sky turned purple. Everyone in the stadium seems to be frozen in time. The whole the whole stadium changed into a disordered look. Izuku was quite shocked. Even Alice was frozen in time. He felt a little tug on his shirt as he sees Alice's little sister tugging on to his shirt. Hello, Void One. They're here. Izuku noticed several shadows moving all around the stadium. She simply grabbed onto his finger and led him further into the stadium. He sees several shadow people moving around. The air seemed to be cold and stale. The further they get into the stadium, what's going on, little one? Where are you leading me? And how can you move? Sorry, how can you, how can you even move when everyone else is frozen? I am simply your guide, Void One. You're expected. As your guide, I'm simply able to move freely. I'm a very special type of vampire. This is the realm between, sorry, give me a second, guys. This is the realm between hell and earth. The shadow ones won't be able to hurt you while I'm with you. It's best not to get separated, Void One. As Vex cyclically talk to Izuku, they're able to talk through the mind, so they have to talk out loud. Be careful, young master. I have a bad feeling about this. Vex warned Izuku while hiding in his shadow. I sense demons nearby, and I sense great power coming from one of them. I sense it as well, Vex. I want you to go back and protect Alice. Understood, master. Izuku and Vex have a psychic link, like I said before, so they can converse without talking out loud. Vex jump out of Izuku's shadow to head where Alice is at. Izuku and Alice's little sister step into the mock battle arena as there's a big black metal gate that has human skulls decorated all around it. The gate doors, the gate door without warning open up. Well, metal door basically open up as black chains wrap around Izuku as he's struggling from being dragged through the gate. As Alice's little sister, I don't remember her name. I couldn't really figure out what I named her in my other parts, so I'm just gonna leave her unnamed for right now. Safe travels, Void One. As she waves Izuku goodbye, while he gets yanked into the gateway to hell. After falling in the endless pit, when he got to the other side of the metal gate, well, basically, he fell down a pit that seemed to be endless. As he begins to fall into the depths of hell, he finally fell to the bottom, as he crashed into a sea of blood. Because of the descent of the fall, it took him a few seconds to reach the surface of the pool of blood. When he finally surfaced from the pool of blood, several distorted human figures burst out of the blood ocean, basically what it is, tried to drag him deeper into the bottom of the blood water. Get the fuck off me, you vile creatures. as he ignites his void fire, forcing the tortured souls to reemerge into the ocean of blood, giving Izuku enough time to swim to land that he sees in the distance. Izuku swam through the sea of blood. He hears something swimming towards him with insane speed as a demonic shark jumps out of the water, causing the blood to form into a humongous blood wave. Luckily for Izuku, the blood wave pushed Izuku far enough onto land. After the impact from being tossed onto land, he lost consciousness for a while. Izuku was oh yeah, Izuku was fading in and out of consciousness while he's being dragged. When Izuku finally regained consciousness, he was hanging upside down by a chain that was wrapped around his ankles while he's upside down. He sees human husks scattered all around the stone room. Well, this is not good. Let's deal with the first problem. This chain. I need to after I get out of here, I need to find a way out of here. I hope Alice is alright. Back at the sports festival, everyone's still frozen in time. Sorry, guys. Because of Vex jumped into Alice's shadow with her demonic power, she freed Alice from being frozen in time. What's going on? Izuku, where are you? I can't smell his scent. The Void One's on a journey, sister. Sister, what the hell's going on? What the hell did you do? What do you mean by journey? Where the hell is my boyfriend, sister? Sorry. There we go. The Void One's on a path to be reborn. His evolution. I've seen it in my visions. It had to be done. The fated encounter cannot be avoided. What the hell? Sorry. What the hell? What the hell do you? Sorry. What the hell did you do? I sent the Void One to hell, big sister. Do you have any idea what you've done? I sent him on the correct path, sister. You're going to take me to where he is. I can't do that, sister. The doorway to hell has come and gone. Not even I have the power to reopen the gate. If you weren't my sister, I would kill you. You don't need to worry. The Void One is strong. I'm doing this for you, sister. Once the Void One returns, he will fully embrace himself. What the hell are you even talking about? Your sister means well. My son hasn't fully embraced his demonic side. Lady Void? Hello, dear. Don't blame your sister. She's only doing what she thinks is right. Can't be serious. He's your son, and he's in hell, and I can't get to him. It touches my wicked heart to see you care so much about my boy. If the gate of hell did appear, I know my sister doesn't have that type of power. No vampire does. Of course she doesn't. Don't tell me you had something to do with this. He's your son. Of course I did, my dear. It's part of his training. Your little sister played a very important part in my son's rebirth. Despite everything, my son still thinks of himself as a human. That sort of mindset will get him killed. I know deep down he still resists his true nature. I've only loosened his seal. He either embraced his heritage or he will die. This is tough love. This is tough love on my part. Tough love on my part. How the hell is he even supposed to get back? He'll find a way. Hell has many doorways. It's up to him to find the right path. We just have to wait and hope for the best. I don't like this one very bit, Lady Void. Have faith, my dear. My son will return. He is strong. I know my son will overcome this trial and come back stronger for it. Put on a back burner for now. What the hell has happened to this place? Everything looks different. I brought a part of my realm on Earth, but this trial, when he returns, everything will be returned to normal. I know you're worried about him. Let's use this chance to get to know each other. I know my son deeply cares for you. If he cares about you, so will I. Back in the pits of hell, Izuku still hanging from the chain. Izuku created a shadow blade as he cut the chain in one swift motion, as he maneuvers his body into a flip and land on his feet on the stone floor. As he walks around the room to investigate the area, as he noticed noticed the human husks were still alive, but they were barely breathing. Whatever happened to these humans? They're far too gone to do anything for them now. As he ignited the whole room in void fire, cremating all the human husks in the room. Immediately after he eradicated his companions all around the room, as the big metal doors burst open, as a large demon sorry, dragging out a humongous cleaver, dragging on the stone floor, with hooks into his body, as several chains connect to the hooks onto his body. Basically, I'm trying to say, this creature is disturbing. This demon basically, with a disturbing, terrifying scream, as he starts to run towards Izuku, swinging his hatchet towards him. Izuku rolled out of the way from the cleaver. As the cleaver dug into the stone floor, Izuku rushed towards this new threat before he could land his attack. He got backhand. Izuku with his I fucked that up. He backhand him as he got slammed against the stone wall. Before he could react, he was grabbed by the face and tossed across the room, hitting the wall. When he landed on the cold stone floor, he coughed up blood from the impact, being tossed around like a rag doll. By instinct, he manifested his shadow spider legs, barely dodging the humongous hatchet from splitting him into two. As he starts climbing onto the wall, with one swift motion from one of his spider legs, he pierced the low-class demon in the back, using two of his spider legs to chop off the head of the demon. As the body hits the ground, as the head rolls around, the ground slowly, as the head rolls across the ground. As he started to breathe heavy, he noticed his power is far more weaker in hell than normal. He knows by now if he doesn't unseal his power fully, he's not going to survive in this place with his current power. He knows he won't even be able to escape this place at his current level. He needs to find a secluded area to unseal his demonic power to go through his transformation. His mother said it would be a fast process, but he isn't sure how long the process would actually take. She wasn't very clear on the time frame it would take. She simply said it would be fast process, but he doesn't want to get through the transformation and he just want to go through the transformation and get attacked in mid process. He finally stepped out of the room. He sees he has to go through a creepy hallway that several lamps scattered all around the hallway walls. That each torch, basically a torch, each torch has the torches. Oh, sorry, the torch is made of a human skull, decorated all around the walls. He finally reached the end of the hallway when he opened the black metal door. He was quite surprised to see a vast forest. After examining the first tree he saw, the tree is bright red. Sees the bright red tree as he punctures the trunk, as it starts to ooze out blood. Trees in hell, huh? I did not expect this. Fascinating. Noises from the nearby, sorry, noises from nearby trees broke his inner thoughts as he hides behind the tree to gauge what type of threat is coming his way. He was quite surprised to see several little imps talking to each other while walking through the red forest. He overheard their conversation about the deeper levels of hell. Apparently, there is 9 levels of hell. Each level has a high class demon known by the title Prince of Hell. Apparently, sorry, I fucked that up. Apparently, every level of hell has a prince. He found it strange that these imps were referring to this current prince of hell as a she. He has no idea how hell society works, so he ultimately didn't try to question it. As he allowed them to pass, it's best not to start conflict with every creature he finds down here. He needs to keep his presence here unnoticed. As he walks deeper into the forest, after walking into the forest for he doesn't know how long, as suddenly he heard a loud howl in the distance. Izuku ran in a sprint the opposite direction. Whatever type of howl that is, or what it came from, it most likely won't be good. As he heard noises all around him, as he immediately stopped his movements, he knows whatever this creature is, they're about to flank him. Several hellhounds come rushing towards Izuku as he sidesteps and keeps the hound. He kicks the hound in the head as he goes flying against a tree. Well, hellhounds. Well, sorry. All the hell. Sorry. All the hellhounds jump in midair as shadow spikes shoot out of the shadows, impaling all the hellhounds. As he walks slowly to the hellhound that was slammed against the tree, I'm truly sorry about this. Please forgive me. As he snaps the hellhound's neck, killing the hellhound. As as he dug holes for all 5 of the hellhounds. As he placed them very gentle in in the hole, as he covers it up to make sure that no other predators try to feast on their dead flesh or the remains. But unknown to Izuki, he was being watched somewhere deeper in the level of hell that he's currently at, as there's a woman sitting on a throne of bones, watching Izuku progress through hell. The female prince of hell, inner thoughts, interesting. I've heard about this one by several of the princess of hell. They say he's a threat to us. I do not share that. I don't share their same thoughts on the matter. Father has informed me many things about this one. All I know, Father has ordered me to watch over him and make sure that the other princes of hell don't bother him while he's going through my territory. A portal opened up in front of the princes of hell. As Lady Void walks steps out through the portal with Alice. Lady Void, what do I owe the honor of your visit? I simply came to see how my boy's doing in his sorry. I came to see my boy how he's doing at his time in hell. What do you mean? The green hair young man is your son? Indeed. Who's the vampire, if I may ask? This is Alice, my son's beloved girlfriend. What is he doing? As she stares at the mirror, the Prince of Hell was observing on Izuku of his progress through her territory. It's finally going to begin. What do you mean, Lady Void is finally going to begin? I'm quite confused. It would be appreciated if you would enlighten me on the situation. After all, your son's on my territory, after all. He's about to go through the process of being reborn. He knows his power is he knows he needs power to survive in hell. And he knows at his current level he won't last long. He's trying to find a safe location to begin his transformation. And I believe he found it. So how's your father doing? He's doing quite fine. He's been trying to keep the rest of the princes of hell in line. Lucy's has always been that way. He likes to keep everything in status quo. You're very fortunate your son landed in my territory. The other princes want him dead. I'm fully aware of the situation here, dear. Lucifer guaranteed me that the other princes of hell wouldn't interfere in his training. Your father suggests to send him to your level of hell. It's starting. The shadows start to envelop Izuku. When the shadows stop through nothing but a human. Oh, sorry. I was making sure I read that right. Envelop Izuku. When the shadows stop, there's nothing but a humongous shadow orb covering majority of the forest. Pretty much a shadow dome, basically what it is. Very hard surface. The shadows has hardened to a extreme degree to keep threats away. This is going to be quite a sight, Lady Void. It's not it's not every day you see a void demon evolution. Father once told me that you haven't created many of your kind. Indeed, outside of Vex, Izuku's the only one. While Izuku was in his shadow orb, he began to suck up all the shadows nearby. A surge of demonic energy started to emanate from the shadow dome. By his pure demonic power, he created a black lightning storm was created it's going through the whole level of hell. It's a very unnatural storm. Even the imps and the other hellhounds and low tier demons begin to cower from the pure demonic aura that's emanating from the forest, giving the forest a ominous feeling. Black lightning begins to hit the black dome bit by bit until a large black lightning bolt hit the shadow orb. As the dome begins to shatter, the shadow around Izuku begins to form. As the orb begins to shatter, the shadow around Izuku, covering his body, begins to form into clothes as his green hair turned pure black with his piercing green eyes. As he slowly examined his body, as he stares at his hands, which his fingernails are sharp like claws. He doesn't have the wings. I'll just let you guys know. He doesn't have wings. The clothes he's wearing in the picture, that's what he's wearing right now. Just to let you guys know ahead of time. Izuku's mother has a smile on her face, seeing her son in his new appearance. And basically, she did on, look at Alice, and she sees she checks out and see what her facial expression on her face, as she sees she sees that the girl has pure lust in her eyes, seeing the new improved Izuku. I see you approve of his new appearance, Alice. Alice has a blush on her face. I definitely approve. As she licks her lip in a seductive tone, or expression, basically. Would you be a dear, Elizabeth, and send one of your strongest demons on your command? I believe a test is in order. It would be my pleasure, Lady Void. I gotta admit, Lady Void, your son is quite attractive. Before his new, because of sorry, I fucked that up. Before his evolution, he was quite attractive, anyways. His good looks has thus increased. Definitely quite a looker. As Alice gives her a stare that telling her hands off, he's mine. Don't worry, little vampire. I have no intention of taking him from you, even though I could. I just suggest that I do admire his new appearance. Elizabeth summoned her strongest champion. She summoned the same demon that Izuku fought on Earth. Everyone sees the red scale demon with chains wrapped around his forearms in his long tail that has a mouth on it, where it breathes fire. You summon me, my mistress. I believe you would like to have a rematch with this one. Name by Izuku Midoriya. Suggest you take a glance at the mirror. He's here. It would be my extreme pleasure to rip that head off his body, even though his appearance has changed. And I can sense by the demonic energy he's given off, he's got a lot stronger. Before Alice could protest, Lady Void stopped her from saying anything. Izuku, sometime later, he's still going through the forest. As Izuku saw a black portal appear in front of him in the forest, as he sees a familiar demon that he faced before back on Earth. It's been a long time, Izuku Midoriya. I've been looking forward to our next meeting. My mistress has granted me my most desired wish, to rip that head off your body and burn you to ash. I'm not gonna lie, kid. I'm gonna enjoy this far too much. And I can sense the demonic aura coming off you, kid. And I'm extremely pleased. I'm in such a good mood. I'll allow you to make the first move, fellow demon kin. The high class, well, basically, the high class demon couldn't even react. The demon couldn't even see Izuku move, as Izuku simply strike the demon in the stomach, as he created a massive shockwave from the impact of the hit. Then he grabbed the demon by the face and threw him into several trees as he skidded across the ground. Izuku knew that wasn't enough to put him down. By his surprise, the demon got up and started to laugh. More Give me more. I actually felt pain in that one, in that last attack. This is going to be fun. My true young blood. The demon rushed forward and swiped him with his tail, immediately knocking Izuku backwards. He unleashes fire from his tail, surrounding a nearby forest. Izuku's shadow shield was created just in time. Majority of the shield is crumbling from the high power attack from the demon fire, from the hellfire. With great speed, the demon ran Izuku as the rest of the shield shattered from his horns. As Izuku goes flying through several trees, Izuku pushed the tree trunk that fell on top of him. As he got up, as he dusted himself off from the attack, and cracked his neck a little bit, as he's still trying to adjust to his body, so he's still learning how this body works. As she flashed up in front of him, as he hit a devastating uppercut, as the demon goes flying in the air, as he disappeared and reappeared in front of him while he in midair, grabbed him by the face, appeared right in front of him in midair, and kicked him. As he goes flying out of the forest, hitting the blood ocean with great force, as he sees Izuku walk on top of the water of blood, basically the blood, not really water, it's blood, but as the hell demon jump out of the water and does the same. Before they could rush at each other, the same predator, the same shark that attacked them, will attack him in the blood water, comes flying out of the depths of the blood ocean, heading towards both of them. Without warning, the two demons combine their attack with each other and slice the demon shark in half, as blood from the demonic shark starts to rain down on them, as guts starts to fall down. As they turn to each other to continue their battle, as they begin to strike each other on top of the blood ocean, clash after clash, making shockwaves from their strikes. As he tries to tail whip him again, by his surprise, Izuku caught his tail as he threw him by holding his tail. While he's in midair, Izuku appeared right in front of him, grabbed him by the face, and slammed him into the ground. As there was a loud crash, as the demon's laying in the crater. When the demon tried to strike Izuku, when he got up, Izuku began to rip off his arms one by one. The demon started to cough up blood. Not gonna lie to you, demon. I'm quite enjoying this, but this is where our paths diverge. So this is the power of a void demon. Quite impressive. As he starts to cough up more blood. Finish it. You have been a worthy opponent. Glad if I'm to die here from a superior demon. As you wish. Izuku launched his hand into the demon's chest, ripping out his heart. With his opposite hand, he unleashed his void fire, vaporizing his body, killing the demon for good. As Izuku has a satisfying grin on his face, Izuku continued his journey through hell, trying to find a way out. He came upon something he never expected to see in hell. A city filled with different types of demons in the city. In the distance, there is a humongous black tower. Because of his new appearance, the other beings in the city do not give him a second glance. Izuku's seen a bunch of imps that scattered all around the city that acts like caretakers of the city. He sees several imps wearing construction vests. He even saw some imps delivering mail at a couple of houses in the city in hell. He even sees some of them driving some sort of trash truck. He begins to throw trash in the back of the truck. The trash truck that they threw the trash in, instead of crushing the trash, it incinerated. It incinerates them. Some sort of blue fire is in the back of the truck. Found this situation very odd. He saw a couple of imps wearing some sort of cop uniforms patrolling the city. It seems it seems these imps have many uses. After observing them for a few more minutes, he found these creatures are not as mindless as he thought. They're able to speak, but he never thought much of them. While Ezekiel was walking down the street, a imp wearing a trench coat was waving at Ezekiel to get his attention. Against his better judgment, he walked over to the alleyway where the imp was at. This imp doesn't have a trench coat, but just use your imagination. I can't find one, so anyways. Hey, looks like you needed a little pick-me-up. 100 soul coins, and this is yours. As he holds up some sort of vial with gold powder. Alright, I don't know what that is. Excellent, a first timer. This is my demonic friend. It's called Halo Dust. One hit of this, and you'll go to Cloud 9. You have my guarantee on that, my demon friend. Here, catch. As he throws him the vial. First one's on the house. When you want more, I'll be around. The imp disappeared. Sorry. The imp disappeared with the trench coat into the alleyway. Izuku pocketed the halo dust in his pocket. It might be useful later. He doesn't have any soul coins. The currency in this city. Izuku needed to get some information about the city and the way back to Earth. Clearly the demons have access to Earth, but he doesn't know how they go about it. But he needs to stay away from the Black Tower for now. He decided to hit a couple of the demonic bars. On his way down to one of these bars, Izuku heard some sort of siren as he heard a loud voice. Attention citizens, we have an intruder upon our glorious city. Find shelter immediately. Stay off the streets. We will be releasing the Hell Stalkers. Do not be alarmed. Once the intruder has been found and dealt with, you can return to your daily lives. For the glory to our Princess Elizabeth. Know what the fuck is a hell stalker, but it doesn't sound pleasant. Better find shelter fast. Hey, demon friend, you remember me? As he stares at the imp that gave him the halo dust. You're new here, so you most likely don't have anywhere you can go right now. I highly doubt you want to spend some quality time with... Sorry, give me a second, guys. It's the Hellstalkers. They're quite vicious creatures. My place is not far. Izuku and the Shady Imp enter the rundown apartment, back at the top of the tower. Are you sure about this, Lady Void? Hellstalkers are mindless killing machines. They were created and bred for the simple task to kill. Don't need to worry. My son's smart and very resourceful. Even he fought some of these hellstalkers. A part of me wants to see my son fight these hellstalkers. That battle would be quite a show. You know, I could simply just open a portal to Earth to let him go through. We don't have to go through all this. I'm fully aware of that. I could easily do the same. I can't allow my feelings for my son to compromise my decision. He must find a way to Earth on his own. There's only one portal to Earth on this level of hell. You know that portal's highly guarded. The security on that place is pretty tight. I made sure of that. I'm aware. I look forward to seeing my son's performance. I know the sports puzzle back on Earth won't give him much of a challenge. That's why I plan all of this. Only one who would give him a challenge would be his beloved Alice. I know, Alice, you don't like what I'm doing, but he needs to go through this trial. He needs to go through this. It's only a matter of time before the other princes of hell start to make moves against me and my son. Lord Lucifer might have them on a leash for now. It's only a matter of time before they start acting on their own accord. They're no they're no threat to me, of course. I'm far more powerful than any devil or any demon or devil. Been around far too long. Won't interfere for now. The moment I sense that Izuku's life in danger, I won't hesitate to kill anyone in my way. Of course, that's one of your most redeeming qualities that I admire. You're going to be quite the wife for my son. Alice turns bright red from mention of her being his future wife. As we cut to the streets of the city, pure black creatures that are size of a car, with glowing red eyes, with claws-like hands, with little, basically two heads. Basically, what in the picture, basically what it is, as two little heads protruding from his back. Armor, sorry, as the skin is somewhat like armor. As the hell stalkers go through the whole city, sniffing the air for their quarry to catch a scent that doesn't belong there. As that's where we're gonna stop it. Hope you guys have a good night and day. Judging my time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video. Alright, bye.